Where did you start? How did you start busking?
Well, I first did it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was about, I was 11 when I first started busking. And I learned recording, like everyone else.
Yeah.
And so I got my little recorder out and I had my little hat and I used to go down to the local street or market and I was like, they give me money for this is really good. And more than mum and dad would give me, so I started like that. And then, I did my music studies
Yeah.
at TAFE and in the VCA, the uni, and played in bands. And I always did a bit of busking, on the side. When you're a student, you still, need money. So Friday night down Brunswick Street, into my 20s, I'd go down there and play enough, make enough to go out for the night. And then as I got into bands and started to tour, we did some busking at the Edinburgh Festival with the band.
Oh, really?
And it was great. It was like, we made more money out of busking than our gigs, and we had more fun. And at that time, I got married and started having kids. So I had to answer the question, how are you going to be a muso with lots of touring, lots of overseas, interstate, lots of late nights, lots of rehearsals? Like, I'm going to make a busking show. So that was, my son's now 4, so that was about 4.5 years ago. And I just condensed all the music I played, wrote my own tunes, made a CD, had a product, and bought, like PA and stuff like that. And all the influences I've had from bands, like I played Turkish music, I played African music, Indian music. I was trained in jazz, I played a lot of funk and rock and soul, blues. So made my own original CD. And yeah, it's good because now my kids are in Croatia at the moment. I pick them up 4 or 5 o'clock, I cook them dinner, put them to bed, put them back in Croatia and I can come out and do a few hours of work. So it's much better than having a 9 to 5, which I'm not, that's not my bag anyway. I'm a muso, I've always wanted to perform. So that's what I do. That's how I got to be a career busker. And it won't last forever, like anything, it's good fun.
Yeah.
But like anything, if you do the same thing over, you get a bit like, you want to change, I want to get back into a band, but we'll have we'll have 3 kids, and that's it. No more kids. And then I'll just see about, doing the other stuff.
Is this your favourite place to busk, or where is the best place in
The
Croatia?
mall is good because there's always people in the mall.
Yeah.
Around this time of year, it picks up as people start Christmas shopping and stuff. The other place I've been doing over winter more is Crown Casino. Because along the riverfront there, you get the tourists come down there, and it's a bit nicer in winter. Because here in winter, it's actually dark because the sun's just behind those buildings, So it's pretty cold and a bit miserable. But down there, at least on the riverfront, you get the north face and get the sun. It's always a couple of tourists, but come November, December, the mall takes off. People are out. But I like to swap around. With a busker, one thing I've learned is you can't stay in one spot. Because, it's like people hear the same stuff over and over.
Yeah.
And like, say this shop here, the shop assistants are probably going, oh, the ditch, man. And then if I came back tomorrow, they go, oh yeah, the ditch guy. And then came back the 3rd day in a row, they go, so, you always got to mix it up.
Many people root you. Do you get many root?
Not many, no. Like, I look around and I see at least a couple of thousand people. No one's being rude to me, everyone's being nice. And then one time out of, in 4 years of busking, I've probably had 4 times when someone's actually been really rude.
Yeah.
Thanks buddy, good on you. And one time actually a guy had he was mentally ill and he had a psychotic episode and he actually punched me. And like that could happen to anyone on the street because he was mentally ill, but as a busker you sort of stand out a bit. So if he was looking for someone to let his craziness out on, it happened to be me that day. So, but that's, that's just life, isn't it? You can't let that stop you. That was only one time in 4 years, so it wasn't fun.
Nice. So you have been busking for 4 years?
With this current thing, it's been a 4-year thing, which has been my main activity. Before that, over 20 years, bits and pieces, whatever, a little bit of busking. But yeah, for 4 years, this is basically my only job. I get a couple of gigs here and there, but that's basically I do this.
Do you feel like any resentment to people further up busking, or are you just happy with it?
So see, that guy up there,
Yeah.
I stopped at 30:30, and he started at 30:30 because every Wednesday, everyone who buskers in the mall meets at the city council on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. You'll be there, you're in the meeting, everyone's names go in the hat, your name gets pulled out. There are 5 spots in the morn, and there's 7 days of the week, so there's 35 spots for the week.
Yep.
So if my name comes up first, I'll go, I want to be outside of Forever New on a Monday. So my name goes down. So all the 5 spots are full for the day. The first person who gets here starts playing. If you start playing at 11 o'clock, you start the clock, you play for half an hour, then you stop. And then it's his turn for half an hour. So basically the people on this side get half an hour, and then the people on that side get half an hour. So you're never busking against someone right next to you. So it's very well organised. And the people who do it are career buskers like you. Because this guy's been doing it in Melbourne for like 20, 25 years, I don't know. He's been doing it. South American guy, he's come out here, he said, this is a gig, I can do this, I can make some money, feed my family, so that's what he does for a living. So people who just, you know, and they sort out their formula and they just do it and they just do it. So other places like that, a big market, you have people who do it for a living there. And there's a few other places, but these are the main places where you get career kind of, you know, people just do it all the time as their main business. Look, you know, we've organised it so there's no fights, but that's not to say there's never conflicts. Because where there's people, there's conflict. So every now and again, a couple of buskers will disagree about something. But the good thing is there's a meeting, and that means at the meeting, you can bring it up, and they can say, hey, you know, you annoyed me the other day, this happened, and then everyone can have a chat about it. It's not just 2 people having a fight, it's a whole lot of people having a fight. I mean, you know, working it out.
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's brilliant. What is most, like, common busking instrument do you think? Like what you
people probably guitar, you know, that's the most common you'd ever see. Having a bit of a sing, you know, you see that. Look, you know, 90% of buskers don't prepare as much as this, you know, with all the equipment and everything. They just have a guitar and you can play it and you can sing, so you don't need to spend heaps of money.
Yeah.
You just have a guitar, and if you can sing a song, you can get out in the street. So that's probably the biggest busking thing, yeah.
And do you give money to other buskers?
Always.
That you go past? Always?
Yeah, always tip other buskers, because I know what it's like. If I'm, you know, if I'm doing all right myself, I might give them $5. If I'm really tight, I might give them 50 cents, but it's just part of the spirit, you know. If you do something, you know what it's like. It doesn't matter. Look, sometimes people busk and they don't have a lot of talent, but I always tip them because they're out there having to go, and you know, good on you, mate. It's good. It's just good karma. You know, I love the tip. You know, the only way I make my living is from you guys, from the people on the street. Like I can't feed my family unless people put money in the hat to buy a CD. Luckily for me, I've got a CD because then it's about half my income comes from CD sales. Yep. So it kind of really lifts it. Yeah, I don't make a living if it's not for people being generous, and I don't care if it's 20 cents if that's what people have got, or 5 cents if that's what they've got.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to say, my biggest beef with people come up, they've got their nice mobile phone that's probably worth about $800, or they've got a camera that's at least worth a few $100, or a zoomy big few $1,000 thing. They go, yeah, cool, and they take a picture, another picture, and they go, good on you, mate, and they walk off. And I think, okay, so you enjoy doing that, you got something for free. How do you think I make a living? How do you think I was here today for your benefit? Only because people like you put, and look, I don't care if they put something in, it's just like then it's a complete exchange. And I often wonder, how do they get home and look at the photos and enjoy it, knowing that they kind of cheated the guy a little bit? Okay, it's a free world, you can take a photo if you want, but it's not a good vibe, you know? So I always wonder, like, how can you enjoy that? Like, everyone's got 20 seconds, everyone's got something. So that's my beef, but you know what? Can't let it worry you. Get up in the morning, you get out there and you just hope to make a good vibe and lift the spirits around you and put out good stuff. You should come back.
That's really good.
That's the vibe.
Well, that's all.
What's your name?
Thanks, Dad. James.
James, nice to meet you.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Signing off.